Thank you so much for coming. A kind of short story. I hope I don't make you too hungry or make you wonder why I'm talking about shit that doesn't really have that much to do with yoga. But let's start at the top and something really positive. So it's a little bit off subject because my subject tonight is mozzarella sticks. But the best onion rings, and I don't even like onion rings, but the best onion rings in my, well, this is the East Side thing, is at Greenleaf's Vegan. Those onion rings are incredible, and they're great. But I want to talk to you just briefly, and it sounds ridiculous, but about mozzarella sticks. So I like the restaurant Palermo's. But when you get the mozzarella sticks to go, they're in this plastic, what they call a clamshell. And then by the time you get them home, they've like steamed themselves from all their heat, and they're like soggy worms. So those are sadly my least favorite. I should, because I like that place, try them in the facility, which I haven't done. Once I was very desperate, and I had mozzarella sticks from Burger King. What do you expect? But it was pretty low on the list, and they're really thin. So you get they're like, here's 10 mozzarella sticks, but they don't really compare to the other mozzarella sticks. House of Pies, their mozzarella sticks, we're getting up there a little bit closer. And when I can't find them at other places, I'll go there. And it's all right. Sometimes it has a lot to do with, well, a couple of things. The sauce, but also they put them in the box too. But if I can pick them up early enough and open the box so the steam doesn't get in there and ruin them, and I'll talk about that more in a moment. And I've never had them to go at Ye Rustic Inn, but I have had them there, and they're pretty high up there. But drum roll, please. The best mozzarella sticks on the East Side is Cheech's Pizza, which is funny because I don't like their pizza, but the mozzarella sticks are great. But once in a while, they get those clamshell containers, and I go in and they're all soggy, but most of the time they have these cardboard boxes. But when I get there, I pull one of the cardboard box ends open to make sure that they can breathe, because mozzarella sticks need to breathe. Once they were in the clamshell, and I said, could you put some holes in the top? And they're like, what? I'm like, can you put some holes in the top? They're like, what? I'm like, can you give me a fork? And I put holes in the top. They were kind of freaked out by that, but it makes a big difference. And if you can guess what I'm doing after yoga tonight, and yes, we're all hungry. Thank you for coming. I know that was a little involved. I hope it was mildly entertaining, and it's mostly the truth. I think it's all the truth. And let's scoot a bit back and cross the legs. However, you can cross them nice and simply. We're going to sit up super tall, and we're going to push the walls out. We're going to keep breathing. We're going to start breathing. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, long and deliberate. We're going to engage the core just a little bit. And we're going to turn and look to the right. Keep on breathing. And all the way over to the other side, please. Continue the breathing. Good. Back to center. Hands on the knees, spine straight line to the crown of excuse me, your head. And we're going to draw a big circle on the ceiling, one direction here at first. And the opposite direction, please. Good, back to center. We're gonna reach the right arm all the way up, and then we're gonna bring the hand down the back, and the left hand is gonna grab the right elbow. Head pushes against the arm, core is pulling in. We're breathing in the nose. We're gonna stay right here for a few breaths. Great, let's switch it. Left hand all the way up, down the back, grab the elbow, head pushing against the arm. Sitting up tall, staring straight forward, breathing in the nose. Good, let's stand. I'm gonna move back a bit. Once standing, feet about the distance of the hips or shoulders, we're gonna swing the arms forward. I think it's been a week or so since we've done this one, maybe longer. And then the opposite direction, please. And across the front, switching which hand goes on the top there. And hands on the hips. We're going to swing the hips around. Keep the head kind of in the middle. And the opposite direction, please. Great, back to center. We're gonna stand on the left foot, and we're gonna lift the right leg up and intertwine the fingers and let the knee fall into the hand. You could bring the toe towards the knee if you like, but sit up tall, pull the shoulders back and down. Find your visual for the balancing. So I'm staring again at the camera on my laptop there. Great, let that down. Let's do the other side. So standing, we'll do whatever the opposite is, but standing on the right, we'll lift the left. I am pulling my big toe towards the shin. I like the way that feels on the arch. We'll sit up tall, let the leg then drop down into the hands as we pull the shoulders back and down, and the core straight up to the top of the head, to the roof. Great, let that down. Let's step one foot over the other, and we're gonna simply forward fold. If your hands touch the ground, that's fine. Sometimes it feels like too much for people that are super flexible, so you could keep yourself from going further. But if you want, you can grab the elbows and then let everything drop off your back. I don't have that problem because I'm not that flexible, especially in my legs. So I'm going to circle in the arms, making this is real nice for the shoulders. Go ahead and switch the feet. So everything the same applies. And if you don't want to do the circles or grab the elbows, you can pendulum. Also great for the shoulders. Just another version. All right, feet together, big toes touching, ankles a bit apart. You can put the hands on the shins or the ground, but we want the legs straight. And we're going to look up, pulling the shoulder blades together. We're going to forward fold on the out breath. Look up, pulling the shoulder blades together. Forward fold on the out breath. Again, look up, shoulder blades together. Forward fold through the nose on the out breath. Let's come all the way up to the sky, sweeping the arms up into the sky. Hands in prayer are going to come down through the heart center. We're going to push into the earth. We're going to circle all the way back up on the in-breath. We're breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. Forward fold on the out-breath. In-breath all the way back up, reaching out and up. We're coming down through the heart center again. We push into the earth. We circle back up, breathing in. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low again. We look up, flatten the back. Forward fold, out breath. Up again, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center. We push into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. Forward fold. Up again to the sky. Down through the heart center, pushing into the earth. We're going to circle back up, breathing in. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. And from here, we're stepping top of push-up. Belly and legs tight, breathing in the nose. And go ahead, lower down, roll forward, up dog, legs tight. Down dog, looking at the navel. You can pedal the feet if you like, bending one leg, pushing the opposite heel towards down. All right, walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, flatten the back, forward fold. Back up to the ceiling. Down through the heart center, we push into the earth. We're going to circle all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, we step again, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Feet 2 fists apart. You could stay here if you like, up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath. Again, we're looking at the knees for the navel. Breathing in the nose. Good. Step hop, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up to the ceiling, reaching out and up. We're coming down through the heart center. We push into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. Step again, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we breathe right here. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold. Come on all the way up, hands in prayer to the ceiling, lengthen up, maybe arch back. And then we're bringing the arms right down at the sides. Excellent. Let's keep going. Big toes touching, let the knees fall together, sit in chair. Great. Up, over, forward fold, fingers low. We look up. Step back, top push up, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Right foot, please, warrior one, left foot turns out. We're coming up, we're going to push the left foot into the mat and reach the left arm forward. We're going to take a few breaths here. Very nice, touch the ceiling. And again, hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot turns out, back up. Right foot pushes into the mat, right hand reaches forward. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Great, touch the ceiling. And hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to breathe here. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing, shoulders back, tight core. Let's go again. Sit in chair, Utkatasana. Up, over, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, step in again, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Warrior one, right side again, left foot turns out, knee over ankle in the front, shoulders squaring to the front, hands in prayer above the head, lengthening up, lift the heart. You can arch back if you like. Great, hands down again, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot turns out, back up. Hands again in prayer above the head, knee over ankle, lifting up through the heart. Maybe arching back if you like. All right, hand down again, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're gonna breathe right here. And step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing, shoulders back. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. We're gonna do Crescent Pose on the next two. You're welcome to do Warrior One, but there'll be things that we do that make Crescent Pose necessary. So if you wanna try it, try it. We sit in chair, up, over, forward folding. We look up. Step back, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Right side stepping crescent. So we stay on the ball of the left foot. So the heel is lifted, the knee still over the ankle. And we're going to reach the arms up. So crescent, it feels different through the quad up into the torso. And it's optional, but if you like, you can bounce lightly into that. And it will kind of pull a little bit more of a stretch on the quad there. It's kind of real good. Great, hands down again, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. We're gonna do a left side crescent, left foot stepping. So we're staying on the ball of the right foot. The heel is up. And then arms up. And then if you want to do that light bouncing, just kind of dropping down into the pose. Continuing the breathing. Great, hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to stay here breathing. All right, step jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing. And we're going to do one more with crescent. So let's sit in chair again. Up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top push up, lower drop, up dog, down dog, right foot stepping, crescent again. Back up, crescent's harder to balance, hands in prayer above the head. And so we'll see if we can, the best we can do. Gonna look up if possible, lengthen up, maybe arch back. Excellent, hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Left side crescent, back up. Hands in prayer. Lifting the core up through the heart, maybe arching back. Great. Hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Very good. We're going to stay right here. And step jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. We forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in chair. Good. Let's stay in chair today. Just breathing. All right, please stand. We will take the feet apart, distance of the hips or shoulders. You can grab prayer hands or elbows and then forward fold, let everything drop off the back, let everything drop off the crown of your head. Let's come on up and touch the ceiling. And all the way down, we're going to grab the peace fingers, grabbing big toes. It's okay to bend the legs, pull the elbows away from the ears, head down. Back up, touch the ceiling again. And back down, hands under feet from the front, toes touching the crease in the wrist. It's okay to bend the legs, keep breathing. All right, let's stand. Feet back together, big toes touching, ankles apart, maybe thumbs out. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. All right, please sit in chair. Great. Up, over, forward, folding, fingers low. We look up, we step back, time to push up again, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Right side warrior number 2, right foot stepping, heel to heel, wrist to wrist, knee over ankle or close. You can get less if you like. We're going to stay here looking at the right hand, dropping the shoulders, engaging the core, breathing in the nose. Great. Straight the leg in the front. We're going to reach out a bit, right hand down, left arm up, maybe both palms facing out and away. Your choice. Maybe looking to the reaching hand, definitely breathing in the nose. Both hands on the shin, please. We're going to shorten the stance a couple of inches. And we keep the left hand down, reach the right arm up. We could use the left hand as a point of leverage, pushing at the back of the hand on the outside of the leg, gripping the big toe in the front down, lengthening the breath, lengthening the spine. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Left side warrior 2, back up. I'm going to stay here looking at the left hand, breathing. Straight the leg in the front. We're reaching out a bit. Left hand down, right arm up. Both hands on the shin. Let's shorten the stance a little bit. Right hand down, left arm up. Keep on breathing. Great. Hands down again. Please step back. Lower drop. Up dog. And we're staying down dog. And step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. Forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair. Standing, shoulders back, tight core. Let's do the second half of the standing series. We sit in chair again. Up, over, forward folding. We look up. Step back, time to push up. Lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot, warrior two, back up. We're going to do extended side angle by taking the center of the right forearm, placing it on the leg near the knee, left arm up and over, palm facing the earth, reaching and breathing here. Good. Back to warrior two. You're welcome to keep the back foot flat or come to the ball of the foot. Swing that left arm through for our twist. Elbow outside of leg, hands in prayer. We breathe here. Excellent. Hands down, step back, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Left side, please, warrior two. We'll take a couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. We'll mirror what we did on the other side. So I didn't say it, but if you put the left hand down or the right hand down the other side, you could do it here with the left as well. Whatever you did on the other side, we try to do the same. Good. Back up, warrior two. We come to the ball of the foot if you're doing that, otherwise foot flat. We come around, twisting, hands in prayer, pull in, return the fingers to the face. We're going to breathe here. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. I'm going to step the right foot for a horse, but however you need to be facing. Horse has the heels under the elbows, toes splayed, knees opening. Let's push the walls out again. And we're going to stay right here. All right, let's stand. We're going to turn the toes to run straight forward. And we're reaching straight up and then straight down. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Let the head drop down. You bring the palms down. If it's real difficult to forward fold, bring the feet further apart. Good. Up. We're going to reach out to the ends of the fingers, behind the back, intertwine the fingers. We push the palms together if you want to relieve tension in the upper back. And let's forward fold. Good, back up, touch the ceiling. Back down, we're grabbing shins, ankles, or big toes, peace fingers. We'll pull the elbows away from the ears no matter what we got a hold of there. And stay down low, both hands over to the right, left shoulder rotates under and through. And over to the other side, right shoulder rotates under and through. Excellent. Let's stand top of the mat and we can shake the feet out a little bit if you like. Just take a moment. We're going to stand on the left foot. We're going to bring the hands to the heart. You could do out, or we're doing warrior three. So however you're most comfortable with the arms, lots of variations. We're going to lift the right foot. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. And you could stay in warrior three if you prefer Ardha Chandrasana. And it seems easier to me to do Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand down, right arm up. So you got both of the points holding you up. The foot and the hand. And switch the hands if you like. I find that a little tough. Great. Let's stand and take a moment and step it out. And we're going to stand on the right foot now for warrior three again, but on the other side. And we come forward. And right hand down, left arm up, Ardha Chandrasana if you like. And switch the hands. All right, stand again, shake it out. Let's take a moment. Woohoo! All right, we're gonna do tree. We stand on the left foot, grab the right ankle. You could hold it there. You could lock it. If it locks, you could put the leg out in the front, hands to the heart, or all the way up also. And we're gonna take a few breaths right here. Excellent. Let that down, step it out, and let's do the other side. However that worked out for you. I'm going to stand on the right, lift the left. Hands to the heart or all the way up. Great. Let that down, step it out a little bit. We're going to go back to standing on the left foot. We're going to lift the right leg, and the left hand's going to grab the right knee, other hand on the hip. You could stay here. You could reach back. You could look back, grab the big toe, extending the leg, or just hold the knee and stand up tall. Great, let that down, step it out, and we're going to do the other side. Standing on the right, we lift the left, right hand grabs the knee, other hand on the hip. Whatever you did on the other side, but please do the same here. Great, let that down with the heels under the hips and the toes slightly splayed. Let's squat. We're going to put the elbows into the knees, the hands in prayer, lengthening up the back. And we're going to take a few breaths here. If you wanted to sneak in crow or headstand, you are welcome to. Or you can just rest here, but lengthen up the back and keep breathing in the squat. Hands in prayer, straight forward. Let's come all the way up to the ceiling, lengthen, lift the core to the fingers, and all the way back down. And up again to the ceiling, lifting, and all the way back down. And again, all the way up, lifting, and back down. Good, let's come to hands and knees. We're gonna do some cat and cow. Knees 2 fists apart, hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrist. We drop the belly down, we're gonna look up a third eye. And we're gonna arch the back, looking at the legs. And we're going over and over, please. A little bit more. I'm going to drop something in here that we don't always do. Occasionally, though. Good. Let's come up to being on the knees. I'm going to be on the toes. It's going to make things easier. We want a back bend. We're going to take the thumbs and stick them into the low back here, the fingers in the front. I'm going to pull the shoulders back, lift, looking up at the ceiling. So you can stay right here. It's a nice version of camel. You could put the hands down on the heels, tighten the legs a little bit, lifting the heart, and then you'd see if the feet were flat, it'd be further away for you to reach there. So if that's available to you, great. Just a moment longer. And then back down into the cat and the cow, let the belly drop, arching the back. And back to center, we're going to look over the right shoulder to see the tail. And then over to the other side, please. Good. Back to center. We're going to step the right foot top of the mat and reach the arms straight up to the sky. We're going to breathe here. And we're bringing the hands down on the inside, right inside the right foot there, and left hand under the shoulder. You could stay here. You could attempt to put the elbows down. Let's breathe. Go ahead and switch. So we'll do the other side, left foot up to the top, arms reaching up. And again, down on the inside. Elbows down if you like. And step back, top of push-up, belly and legs tight. We're going to lower down, up dog, and down dog. Let's hold the right foot up over the back wall. You can bend that leg, opening up the hip. And throw that shin top of the mat. Scoot the left leg further back, lift the heart, hands down. Forearms down, head down. Great. Hands top of the mat, step back. You can shake that right leg a bit if you like. Top of push-up, nice and tight. We lower, drop. Up dog, and down dog. Left foot up. You can bend that leg if you like. And throw that shin top of the mat, scoop the right leg back. Lift the heart, hands down, forearms down, head down. Excellent. One more time, hands top of the mat. We're going to step back. You could shake that leg if you like. Top of push-up, we lower down. Up dog and down dog. Good. Let's sit down. And we're going to straddle the legs out. We're going to breathe in and reach up the center. We're going to breathe out and fold to the right. And back up. And then to the left. And please, over and over. Out breath is always on the downward fold. In breath is always in the middle, up reaching. Great. Let's touch the ceiling. And we're going to bring the arms down. Let's do shoelace pose. We're going to take the right heel under the left hip with the right knee pointing straight forward. Left foot just outside of that knee, standing up, sitting up tall. You could stay here. You could right hand grab left shoelaces, pulling back. You put the fingers on the mat. Thrust a little forward if you like. Right arm up, down the back, grabbing the elbow, or around the back, grabbing the hands together. And we'll breathe here. And remember, you could stop at any of those points along the way or go back to any of those points and just stay there. We don't overdo it. Let's breathe. Great. Unwind all of that. And let's do the other side. Left heel under the right hip. Right foot just outside the knee. Sitting up tall, it might be plenty. Left hand could grab the right shoelaces. You can put the hands down, thrust forward, which moves the knees. You can see it more drastically on this side with me. Left arm up, down the back, grabbing elbow again or behind the back. We're going to breathe. Good. Unwrap all of that. Let's put the feet out in front of us. We're going to reverse plank before we do a couple more. Fingers pointing towards the toes, toes pointing away. We lift up and back down. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Left hand grabs the right toes, the small toes, right hand on top of that. We're going to sit up tall. You can butterfly the legs if you like. Pull the shoulders back and down, reach the top of the head up. Keep on breathing. Good, forward fold, pushing the elbows against the legs. We're going to fold the heart towards the feet. Keep the shoulder blades pulling back and together. And that will restrict your movement, but it's better for your back. Back up. Let's reverse plank again. We're going to point those toes straight out of the way again. We're going to lift up the hips, looking at the ceiling. And back down. Let's do our twist. We're going to bend the right leg with the right foot flat on the mat. Left toes remain pointed to the ceiling. Left arm grabs right leg. Vricasana C, sit up tall. You can put the elbow outside. We look at the wall. We breathe. Let's switch it. We'll do the other side, right leg out. And we're going to, right arm's going to grab the left leg. And we sit up tall, look at the wall. Great, back to center, both legs bent. We're bringing the arms under the legs, and we're going to roll back onto the tail. You could stay right here, of course. You let go, locking the shoulders back. You could straighten the legs. It's 1 of 5, so take your time. We're going to breathe here. You could keep the legs bent. And cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up really tall. Very nice. Up again for number 2. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And up again for number 3. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And number 4. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And last one, number 5. Good. Hug the knees in again for a moment. I'm going to make time at the end for us to do that leg opener. So if you wanted to grab a belt or strap before you get all laying down, I'm going to put mine right here. But let's now roll back, and we're going to lie down so we can do bridge. But firstly, let's grab the shins with the forearms and bring the nose up. Should be nice for the low back. Great. Feet down, feet on knees, 2 fists apart. You're welcome to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, but most of us are going to do bridge. We lift the hips, tuck the shoulders, intertwine the fingers, push the arms on the mat, push the hips up. Great. Back down, hug the knees in again. And for those of you that want to go upside down, We are starting with plow, kicking the feet up and over the head. You have the hands on the back or the fingers interlaced with the arms pushing down. We're going to stay here and breathe. If your hands are not on the back, put them there now. Lift the feet straight up into the ceiling. Shoulder stand, heavy shoulders, heavy elbows. We take our time here. We're going to bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears. Reach, grab the feet, lower yourself into dead bug. Knees in the armpits, holding the feet so the soles can face the ceiling. You could stay still or rock around. And for a moment, bring the knees into the chest again. And then we're going to lay down and we're going to use a belt or a strap. You don't have to have that. You can use your hand. I'll tell you how to do that. But otherwise, left foot on the arch with the strap, left hand grabs it, shoulders down, and the hand goes up the strap as far as you can get it. If you're not using the strap, no problem. You could grab the back of your leg there and hold that. And we're going to take many breaths right here. Let that leg fall out to the left as you look and reach out to the right. And up to center, switch hands on the strap or the leg, and let that leg fall to the right as you look to the left. Good, back up to center, both hands up towards the heel, nose to the knee, so the shoulders will come off the earth for a moment. We're going to breathe here. Great, let that down, and let's do the right side. Right foot up. And again, I think I've said this before, if you can grab the big toe with the peace fingers with your shoulder down or mostly down, you can use the hand on the big toe too. And we're going to stay here. Let that leg fall out to the right as you reach out and look to the left. Back up to center, switch hands on the leg, the toe, or the strap, and let that leg fall out as we reach and look to the right. And back up to center, both hands up towards the heel, nose towards the knee. We're breathing. Good, let that down. Bring the knees up into the chest, the arms out like a T. We take a breath in. As we breathe out, the knees fall to the right as we look to the left. You could put the right hand on the legs, which I did automatically. And all the way back up, and then on the out breath, over to the other side. Good, back to center, hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. And we're gonna lay down, but if you're ever having a lot of upper back tension, I would take a rolled up mat down the spine and lay on that with your shoulders obviously falling out to the sides. And you can let the whole body down. I like to have the feet flat, but you could lay out flat. But we're just really letting the spine be supported by the mat and the shoulders dropping to the earth on either side. But anyways, we're going to stay resting just for a couple of minutes. You're welcome to stay laying down. If you want to finish out with us, if you were laying on the mat, roll the mat out from underneath you and then stretch long fingers to toes. With the fingers and toes stretching, we're going to pull the core down against the low back and the floor. And then we will bring the knees up into the chest and roll ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Once sitting, we're going to bring the hands to the heart center, rubbing them together, making fire. And great, like a big funnel, receiving all the gifts of the universe. We reach the arms up. We're going to take a breath in through the nose as much as you can get. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth and more. Hold the breath, tighten the core, tighten the legs, lift the floor, hold all that and let everything out. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you for coming out tonight. It is DanielOverberger.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal there. And